Hello friends, welcome to Wisdom Wednesdays again. Today we are sitting outside. It's actually very warm and I should take off my sweater, but I just think it looks better on the camera this way, so I'm going to leave it on. We are reading again today in the Proverbs, and I wanted to have a couple of reminders before we got started in the passage today, so that we remember and we keep ourselves on track as to why we are doing this exercise and the purpose of the book of Proverbs. Oh, unbelievable. I have a husky and he is currently sitting in the sun. I'll have to remember to show you this. It's so funny. Actually, maybe I'll just do it now. He does this and people don't believe me, but he literally likes to sit in the sunshine. Where is he now? Can you see him? Look at him. He has found the sun. He's right there. He went and found it. Yeah. So yes, and he's blowing his coat like you would not believe. Every time I take him for a walk, I have to bring the brush, and he's starting to hate that. So the last couple of walks, I have not brought the brush just so that he doesn't hate me. But it's so funny here. There he is. Okay, that was totally nothing to do with Wisdom Wednesday, but just a little piece of what goes on around here. So today, let's get back to the purpose of Proverbs again. That the author, the book mentions that it's Solomon as the author, but you know, as we go along, there are some things that were copied by Hezekiah's men, and then there's some that are by the wise and the oracles, and then there's an author named Agur and Lemuel. Those are not coming up until later. But I thought I'd mention that. So let's remember that the theme of Proverbs is, and its goal is to describe and instill wisdom in God's people, a wisdom that is founded in the fear of the Lord and that works out covenant life in the practical details of everyday situations and relationships. So this wisdom is designed for God's people, and yet because this is God's world that He created, you will find, even if you aren't born again, that it makes perfect sense. It is grounded, and the wisdom is founded in the fear of the Lord, and that is important to remember. And it's not like, oh, I'm so afraid. It's fear in the sense that we show reverence and awe, and we understand that He holds all things in His hands because He is the Creator. So today we are reading, and it is the fourth Paternal Appeal, Walk securely in wisdom, and it's Proverbs 3:21 through 35, which is the end of the chapter. So this is under, again, the second section of Proverbs called A Father's Invitation to Wisdom, which goes all the way through to, I think it's the end of chapter 9, verses 1 through 18. But we're currently in the fourth Paternal Appeal, Walk securely in wisdom, Proverbs 3:21 through 35, and we are reading in the ESV. My son, do not lose sight of these. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, and they will be your life, or they will be life for your soul, and adornment for your neck. Then you will walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. If you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror, or of the ruin of the wicked when it comes, for the Lord will be your confidence, and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come again, tomorrow I will give it, when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbor, who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in His confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but He blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Toward the scorners He is scornful, but to the humble He gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but fools get disgrace. We are in some pretty difficult times in our world, And as I read this, there's a couple of things that stood out to me. The discussion of fear and not being afraid. A Christian who understands who God is and his care for him, and that this life, this place is not our home, should be the least fearful people in the world of anything, whether it's terror of anything, of any kind. And here it says, do not be afraid of sudden terror. But it puts, or of the ruin of the wicked when it comes. Let the Lord be your confidence, and he will keep your foot from being caught. That doesn't mean that you won't die, or that you won't be caught in prison, or that you won't lose some of your freedoms, or that you won't have money stolen from you, whatever the terror may be. But in the end, as a child of God, you are safe in his hands. And whether in this life or in the next, you will not come to ruin, not to the ruin of the wicked. That will be theirs and not yours. Your foot will not be caught, not in eternity. And so that's why, as believers, we should be the least fearful people in the world. And I love this, I guess, appeal to you to do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to do it. And it even sort of goes further on and says this: if you have something for that person, don't say, I'll give it to them tomorrow. Do it now. And how much more are we seeing how important it is to act on the good deeds that God wants you to do, that he's put in front of you as the believer, as we read in the, I'm forgetting where it is. I think Paul wrote it, but it's that, God has put aside good works for you to do. So do them, because they're for you to do, not for your salvation, but because of it. Yeah, I'm loving this little section here. Wisdom Wednesdays. The fourth paternal appeal: walk securely in wisdom. From Proverbs chapter 3, verse 21 through 35. Do not be afraid of sudden terror. May God bless you today, and may you seek and pray for his wisdom, because he will give it.